Hello, welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. Hopefully, I don't know if there's some type of issue with uh, YouTube. I typically use StreamYard, and for some reason, people were unable to hear me. So hopefully, everyone will come on over and hopefully everyone can hear. If you're in the chat section, please go ahead and type that you can hear me and everything is working properly. So I don't know if there's some type of issue with YouTube as it relates to StreamYard, because that StreamYard is typically what. Okay, so everything's good. Yay! Thank you so much for return. Okay, so there may be an issue with the connection between StreamYard as well as YouTube. And StreamYard is the software that, okay, perfect. Thank you so much, all of you who have been so gracious and who have returned. Thank you. Okay. So as much as I love StreamYard, I may have to stop using it because I don't like to have a live stream. And you guys are so gracious to come back, but I hate for us to get started. I have pertinent information to share with you, and then something happens. Okay, so let me see. If you look at the title, Black Reverend betrays Maxine Waters. And how you doing? Maxine Waters and endorses Trump. Now, this guy, this Reverend, is her nephew. So, folks, what have we been saying? We've got to get out of this. Well, I know this person. I'm related to this person. It's about policy and voting for your own best interest. We've already talked about Biden's already started going to the black churches. He's getting all of the puppets on board to reach out. They know, where do you get black people, especially women, in the churches? All right. Thank you so much, Ruby, Eric, Ray, everyone who's here. And again, before I ended that prior stream, I'm not telling you to vote Democrat. I'm not telling you to vote Republican. If you vote for who you choose to vote for, but I am giving you facts so that you can make an informed decision. Okay. And so that's all I really care about. Peter, I vote with, yes, my wallet. Okay. That's very important. Eric, snickering, that's going to get put a damper on the yeah. And for the holidays. Yeah, you're right. And so all I'm saying is you do what's best for you. I have people who, when I started the channel, I started off doing music reactions and just reactions in general, book reactions. Okay, thank you so much, SB. But to me, this just struck a nerve to me. And I've had some of my, subscribers who had been with me from the beginning. They say, you've gone. I can no longer watch your program. It's too one-sided. And, and I say respectfully, that's fine, but I can only give you facts and truth. Like I said, I don't care. You choose who you want to vote for. Ruby, yes, that fish fry, Clybourne. First of all, I don't care for fish. Second of all, if I did, I can go buy my own food. I don't need to go to a fish fry for a vote. No, thank you. That's talk about pandering. How you doing, Al? Trump. Okay, Al said Trump is getting my vote. Yeah, Ruby. Ruby's talking about that fish fry. And so again, I'm giving you pertinent information. And I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's because I'm an educator and I view things a little differently. I still want to learn something new. If you're trying to give someone the truth and they just don't want it, I just don't know what to say. Okay? I'm great, baby. MC, love that Army shirt. Woohoo! That's right. I support our military. I'm right here at Pope Air Force Base. Also, Fort Liberty, which used to be Fort Bragg. Yes, yes, yes. Support our services. Slyborn Rain, that's what I call them. Okay. All of these people who are trying to get Black Americans on the back on the Democratic plantation, they've been paid handsomely. All right. And they have their money. You will never get your money if you keep doing what they tell you to do and vote for the Democrats. You're not going to have anything. But as Ruby told you, you have a fish fry. Get out of here. And also MC, primarily all of my students are military. So I support the military. If a matter of fact, if I had my way, they better be glad I'm not in charge. I would have the military down there at that border, okay, securing that thing. That's what I would do. Al said, pick me up a perch dinner at the fish fry. Al, I'm not going either, Al. No, thank you. I do not need anything from them because we know it's not sincere. It's for a vote. You guys type in the comment section. What do you think? Maxine Waters, again, she's one of the puppets. United States Marine Corps retired. MC, thank you for your service. All right. So tell me what you think, guys. So this guy, the video I was going to play for you, I was going to share my screen. I don't know if I can do it here on YouTube. That's one of the reasons I was using StreamYard. But I was going to share with you, all right, a video. So let me see if I can still, if this will let me share my stream. I don't think YouTube has that. I don't think. Now I can play the sound for you, and then when the video ends, I can add the video. You know how I have additional videos as well as utilized videos. So let me let me see what I can do. YouTube does not I cannot share my screen with you. That was one of the reasons I loved StreamYard. Let me see. Share screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to matter of fact, let me pull this up. Okay. I can drop the link and then I can play it as well. But I put that in here for you. I dropped that link, but I'm also going to play that for you. Lady Libra, thanks for coming back, dear. Okay, Lady Libra, I think we need a real change for it, not Biden or Trump, a real change, okay? James, nobody can explain to me in New York why they will vote Democrat, but they will. I don't understand it myself, okay? So let me go to this video. And again, guys, I'm so sorry. I wanted to share my screen, but anyway, I did drop that link, but I will play. You guys let me know if you can hear it clearly. Okay? Can you guys hear that video? Again, I dropped the link there in the chat so that you could, and I'll share it once this is over. I'll share it in the description box. No, okay. All right. Well, all right. So anyway, you guys do have the link so that you can hear it. Hold on. I can do better than that. I have my iPad. Give me a second. Let me get this going. Because like I told you guys, I'm not the only person saying, sharing this information. I am not the only person. And so again, right, people need to do their homework. And then you're not going to be like the people in Chicago and New York and all of the other sanctuary cities in a bad situation. And like I said, people that are thinking that, well, it doesn't affect me, it's coming to a city near you. Go ask Lakewood how that's working out for them. Okay? So it's that's right, James. Teachers will make you do your homework, dear. Definitely. So yeah, let me pull this up, and then you guys can let me know what you think about this. And like I said, guys, this is Maxine Waters' nephew. This is her nephew. All right. So I did pull it up, and you can hear it here, and I'll even play it. Hold on. Play it on this iPad. And I'll see if I can find me another. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but okay, here we go. And this was, if you guys remember, I discussed the rally in South Carolina, and we know what happened there, okay? And so people are waking up. And I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I am giving you information because I want you to make informed decisions. So let's listen to this. And I'll watch it. Like I said, I hate that you can't
talk about the alleged exodus from the Democrat Party by Black voters. Now, the reason why I say alleged is because I am one of these people that is not going to see it until I believe it, okay? Because Black folks have been voting for Democrats at a 90+% clip since the civil rights era, and I have no reason to believe that that's actually really going to change. Doesn't matter what a Republican president does for Black people. Like, for example, Trump has been the best president for Black people, hands down, factually, statistically speaking, in a long time, okay? Democrat or Republican, Black folks were doing great under Trump, and they rewarded him by only giving him about 10% of the vote, right? So, honestly, all of this hype about Black people leaving the Democrat plantation, I don't get too excited about, right? But I guess it's good to speculate, right? At least before the election, because it sure seems like Democrats are worried because they lost their minds after Trump gave his speech at the Black Conservative Federation, in which he spoke with Black voters, and it seems as if Trump is making some momentum in the Black community, at least according to the polls. And again, every since that speech by Trump, the mainstream media has been in freak-out mode about Trump potentially taking Black voters away from their Lord and Savior, Joe Biden.
Let's go through some of these numbers really quickly. Joe Biden getting, in this poll of Michigan, Black Michigan voters, 49% of the vote. Trump seemed high to me at 26%. Did that surprise you? And 9% for Kennedy.
It did. And it sounds like Donald Trump was implying that he could win Black voters because they get indicted all the time, too. Is that what he was saying?
Well, I think it's in part of that. It's part of it, Kristen. Look, it was a great night Friday night in Columbia, South Carolina. The president was really just enjoying himself. It was a great celebration for Black conservatives across our country. But let's be very clear. Our economy is a mess. Our border is completely unsecured. These things are causes of major concerns for Black voters, like it is for every voter in our country. But then when you layer on the fact that, yes, this is political persecution from the Department of Justice and from radical DAs throughout our country, this is something similar that Black people had to deal with the justice system themselves. And so their look of it is real simple. Well, dang, if the government's going after him with foolishness, he can't be that bad, especially considering the fact that Joe Biden is terrible at his job.
Oh, Congressman, let's just be clear. All 4 indictments against former President Trump were brought by grand juries. There is no evidence that the indictments are political in nature. But
the comments that Trump made last night at the Black Conservative Federation gala, what did you make of it? And of Trump's attempts to gain more support among Black voters? I don't know. Saying that, because I'm a criminal.
So again, you see the spin. Everything Biden is allowed to say any and everything, no blowback. But everything a Republican says, oh my God, it's the worst. And of course, the R word. We've already talked about that. Racism, racism, racism. They will not let that word go. Oh.
You're going to like me. It doesn't seem like a winning message.
Well, what he's saying is, and I don't think he's playing to get black votes. I think he's using blacks as a backboard to score with white voters who has this anti-black view. That's the only way you can make sense of this. To say that we are somehow agreeable or identify with people that commit crimes, that his mugshot, he had a mugshot for election interference. And we fought, marched, some died to get the right to vote. So to act as though I'm talking to people that worship criminals and you can identify with me criminals, he's really talking to people that have that base opinion of us. I don't know what kind of blacks were in the room that would feel that their kids identify with somebody in a mugshot. Do we have blacks that commit crime? Yes, we have a lot of blacks that have been accused of crimes that were innocent. But he is accused of election interference.
Tawana Brawley wasn't innocent. If you don't know who she is, look her up. So we've already talked about what they're up to. And so, yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't with him. And he's talking about crimes. If you don't pay your taxes, that's a crime as well, right? Okay, I thought so. I'll continue.
He's accused of defrauding banks. Why would he feel that blacks are
You defrauded the IRS. I'll continue.
With that, other than that's the stereotype that he believes.
Yeah, so what I thought would be so funny about the media, and also disingenuous as well too, right, in regards to their reaction to Trump's comments, is the fact that they're pretending that they don't know exactly what Trump means. I mean, they do that all the time when it comes to Trump's speeches. Trump will say something in the full context of what he's saying. He clearly, obviously, is not saying what the mainstream liberal media is saying that he's saying. Like, for example, when it comes to his comments about illegal immigrants poisoning the blood of the country, right? I mean, he clearly and obviously in that speech was talking about illegal immigrants, right? Poisoning the blood of his country because of all the criminals that are being let into the country. That's what he's talking about. The mainstream liberal media says, Trump says all immigrants are poisoning the blood of this country. He's Hitler. Again, it's amazing, right? It's incredible how the media tries to spin this, right? And in this situation, this speech that Trump gives, it's clear and obvious that Trump is saying, look, black people complain all the time about being wrongfully persecuted, right, for crimes they didn't commit. Okay, is this not what black people complain about all the time? This is exactly what they complain about. And Trump is saying, well, yeah, I mean, I can identify with that because quite literally the system is coming after me for crimes I didn't commit. That's what he's saying. He's not saying that all black people are criminals. They know that, right? In the full context of what he's saying, that's clearly what he's saying, which is, again, about political persecution and unjust criminal justice system. But they ignore that part of it because they don't want to acknowledge the reality that, again, Trump is being politically persecuted for crimes that he actually didn't commit, right? So, again, it's just hilarious how that works. But that being said, despite the fear-mongering from the mainstream liberal media, right, there are some signs of hope that black people are leaving the Democrat Party, okay? And we have the perfect example here featuring what allegedly is a Democrat activist Reverend who apparently is Maxine Waters.
Those of you, okay, who are here now, thank you for being here. This Reverend that you're going to hear talking is actually Maxine Waters' nephew. He has turned on her. Okay? And she is, Mitch McConnell, all of the old people who are in Washington who've been there for years, they need to go. They've been there for years and years and years. They've done nothing. Thank you for the super chat, Bob. So just remember, I'm going to play this. And those of you who are just coming in, I did drop the link for this video. I had planned to share the screen with you so you could see it. But then my StreamYard screen crashed, and then I had to just live stream from YouTube. So yeah, listen to this. This is her nephew.
Nephew, right? And he is endorsing Trump. He seems to be endorsing Carrie Lake as well too, because Carrie Lake is here in this video, and he's leaving the Democrat Party, so it seems, right? This is betrayal. Now, I tried very hard to find out who this individual is. Unfortunately, I could not find any information on this guy. So if any of you guys in the comment section know who this guy is, please type it in the comment section. Let me know so I can find more information about this individual. But unfortunately, I cannot find any information about this individual to save my life. But regardless, this guy is saying some pretty powerful things that I think is worth noting. And a lot of you guys tagged me in this video, so I'm going to react to it.
You know, black people used to be Republicans until right after the Great Depression. I think we've ridden this donkey as far as it can take us. Okay, it's dead. I'm ready to get on a great big old African elephant. Right? We have to remember who Joe Biden is. This is a guy who was mentored by Senator Byrd and people like Strom Thurmond, the card-carrying members of the Ku Klux Klan. So, you know, she represents Republican 2.0. What she's talking about for us is a new emancipation.
Now, here's the thing, right?
So anyway, again, I dropped a link for you, but he's telling people, like, basically, like I said, when you do your homework, and if you're Republican, and say there's an independent candidate that most aligns with your values, there's nothing wrong with voting for that person. What do we say here on this channel? Policy over party, and party again with this voting straight Democratic ticket. Sometimes some people vote straight Republican ticket, and you don't even know some of the people you're voting for may not even align with the way you feel on different subjects. And so, how you doing, Ben? All right, thanks for coming. And so that's why I tell you here, like, if Ben told me he wanted to vote for Biden, if you can sleep at night and you feel comfortable, have at it. I just give you the information, and then you decide who you want to vote for. I can't tell you who to vote for. Lady Libra, Trump and Biden should sit this one out. We need a fresh, new perspective. I'm moving to independent. Okay, Lady Libra. I got so disgusted. Yeah, I moved to I'm a registered independent. And I told you guys, what have they been doing? I guess they have the demographics. I've been receiving text messages. I've been getting phone calls. They're going to start knocking on the doors. I'm not going to open it. From these Democratic candidates. Newsflash, I got a call. I received a call yesterday when I got off from work. Some lady I've never heard of. Oh, but you please vote for me. I'm at the Democratic Party. I don't give a care. You said the wrong thing. I'm not voting for you. Our values clash. Okay, no, thank you. Sweet Tea, Trump is going to be the next president of the Constitutional Republic of America. Okay, SB Mark Twain said it's easier to fool someone than to convince him he's been fooled. That's yeah, and that's one of my quotes that I enjoy. But one of my all-time favorites, and this is one I even shared with some students who were having some issues. When someone shows you who they are, believe them, right? That's Maya Angelou, okay? And Emily Dickinson has some things that I love too, but we won't get into that. We don't have time. But like I said, what are they always doing but making excuses? I'm going to do some videos on not only this situation, but you guys have seen how all these businesses, Starbucks, Walgreens, I can go on Target, they're closing down. Where are they closing down? In these liberal-led cities where crime is rampant. And they're making excuses. These flash mobs. So you guys are seeing the same videos that I'm seeing. But everything is okay. And to Al Sharpton, to Ben Crump, they're making excuses. Then you have the poor people, the older people who can't get out. And now some of them are trying to sue businesses like Walgreens because they're leaving the so-called hood. Newsflash. This is America, right? Capitalism. I don't give a care. If I have a business and I'm not making any money because people are stealing all of my merchandise, I'm leaving too. So stop making this about racism. And like I tell my students, Sometimes they'll come to me. Well, they received a bad grade. Well, the teacher's racist. I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse. If you've been on this channel before, you know I've said racism is just a word. It's an excuse for failure. Everything is not racist. And when as soon as they come to me with that, I turn them around. I don't want to hear it because I tell them work ethic is everything. And if you work hard, you can make it. The only person stopping you is you, not a whole race of people. You guys, a co-worker sent me this video, this young lady. Well, I don't want to, I guess calling her a young lady, that's putting it mildly. Police officer, very, very, very respectful, asking her to pull over, I need your name, license, registration. She's giving them a hard time the whole time. Then when she gets the handcuffs slapped on her wrists, then she wants to change her tune. Too late. Okay? No one has time for that nonsense. But there's always an excuse. That's not racism. That's you making a dumb decision. These are the same people. I'm telling you, go back and talk to the teachers. Those of you here for the first time, I've been in education for 26 years. Go back and talk to these teachers. These are the same people in the schools. They're walking around. They curse the teachers out. They walk the halls all day. Some of the teachers are glad they're walking the halls. They're not there learning anything. They're there causing problems. But no one wants to say anything. It's the pink elephant in the room, and I'm sick of it. Oh, it's racism. Oh, well, they have this problem, that problem. I don't want to hear it. It's an excuse. We've created a whole generation of kids that cannot cope, they cannot make it. All they have is excuses. And they can't make it because of racism. And you know what I tell them? First of all, if you're not a baby boomer who lived through Jim Crow, you can lose me with that racism word. I don't want to hear it. You didn't go through segregation, so you could just lose me. I don't want to hear it. I'm ignoring you. So you're talking to the air, and I'm just going to walk away. You have the benefit of everything right there in front of you if you will take the opportunity. Thank you, Alexander, for the super chat. And so, again, they don't believe that a change is really taking place, and they keep making excuses. You wait until November. You're here now. You come back on this channel after the vote in this November and tell me. People are not dealing with this crap. And if you watch my video from Sunday, I told you this illegal immigrant, crisis, invasion, this was a godsend to wake people up. Okay? And if you can't see what's going on and the motives behind this, I just don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry I'm missing your chats. They're coming in fast and furiously. And so, how you doing, Judy? I think as a formerly abused person, when I saw myself as a victim, I did little good for myself. Exactly. When I saw myself as a survivor, overcomer, everything changed for the better. Yes. And if you believe in God, again, I am not a victim. How is a liberal going to come and tell me I'm being oppressed and I'm a victim of what? I'm a victim of my own bad choices or decisions, not something that a whole race of people have done to me. That's ludicrous. How you doing, Carmel? Latinos for Trump. So any person with more than half a brain can see what's at stake here and what's going on here. Now, this is significant because where do they really ring in, particularly Black women? The church. They know where to go. So for Maxine Waters, nephew, those of you just coming in, okay? The Black Reverend I'm referencing is Maxine Waters' nephew. Okay, and it's time for her to go to the House, get her and all these other people that have been down there forever. That Democrat and Republican. Just go home. We need, I think Lady Lieber said we need some fresh blood. We need some new thoughts, some new ideas, right? Because look at all the years you've been there. You've benefited no one. You were put there by your constituents, but how have you helped them? How you doing, Waylon? Yes, the chat is lit. Yes, it is. Hit those fire emojis for me. And so, folks, again, I know I'm losing some of my subscribers who started out with me, but I have to I feel like I have to share this information. This is the awakening, people. This is the awakening. And I firmly believe, and I'm not a big spiritual person. I go to church. I'm not this Bible toting, hitting people in the head with the Bible. But I really feel this is spiritual because we've been asleep too long. I had someone write in the comment section that what are you talking about? Black people haven't been asleep. Oh, they haven't. Can you read? I wanted to say, sir, can you read? Or have you been living up under a rock for the past 60 plus years? If that's not sleeping, I don't know what, is it. How you doing, Peter? Thank you so much. Yeah, and I give you here, and what I say may not be popular to everyone, but I will say everything I say is factual. You can go look it up. I don't make it up. And I just want you, even if you may decide I'm voting for Joe Biden. Anyway, I had people who come to the chat. I'm still voting. That's you. If you can sleep with it, okay. If you can sleep on it and you're comfortable, that's you. I give you the information. Do with it what you will. That's up to you. Waylon, most definitely the awakening, and nobody said it would be right. And Waylon, I'm telling people, don't denigrate the people who are waking up and coming over. Don't push them away. Just be glad they're coming around at the right time. Look at what's happening. If we don't get that border secured, folks, we're opening ourselves up to another, terrorist attack. Everyone's coming. Everyone, their mother, father, sister, everybody's coming through there. We don't know who these people are. I told you guys, if you haven't checked out my prior videos, Venezuela unlocked their prisons and told them to run to the U.S. border. I told you, I don't even have time to do videos on everything that's happening. They just attacked some, there's been more stabbings. They just attacked Chicago police, more fighting, all kinds of criminal activity. Sweet tea. Freedom of speech. And impeach anybody that opposes you or put them in jail. Right? Censorship. Exactly. Peter, people want instant everything, do nothing for themselves. Used to be Indiana Reed. Yeah. They exactly. And they want to sit back. Oh, poor me, poor me. They're the victim. No, you're not. You're a victim of your bad choices. Stop blaming everything on a whole race of people. These Democrats, they make excuses for these people in these large liberal cities. I was looking at a video today in Oakland. All these stores are shuttering. They're not making any money. They're being accused of racism. I wouldn't care what you accuse me of. I'm out of here. I even saw, Eric, how you doing, baby? I even watched a video where these people in this pool, I give these people credit. They were sick. They did not want the store. They had one grocery store left. They were tired of mobs of people going in there, stealing, just grabbing what they could and running out. They started standing on posts outside. And when people tried that, they stopped it themselves. They couldn't wait for the police. The police might not show up. But you don't say anything about that. All the crime that's going on in these liberal cities. We're supposed to sweep that under the rug. You don't want to say anything. You don't hear MSNBC and CNN talking about that crooked mayor over there in that city near Chicago. But crying racism. And she's up here using hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxpayers' money, taking trips and doing as she please. And then trying to shutter people's business that didn't agree with her or vote for her. But because she's black, we're not supposed to say anything. That's the pink elephant in the room. No. On this channel, I don't care what color you are. You're wrong or you're right. I don't play that over here. Okay? I need to do a video on that. Right. Soon as you get called on your nonsense, oh, this is racist. Newsflash, the people she was accusing of racist, all the people that voted her in office were black. And you know what she told them? I'm ashamed of you. What did she say? She said, you're black like me and you're persecuting me. No, we're asking you why did you spend all these hundreds of thousands of dollars on these luxury trips? And she hired a criminal, gave him a position. I can't say it here on YouTube, but you can read between the lines. He's not supposed to be around children. So you know what he's been arrested for. I can't say it here on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about. So you get a job, and then look at Fannie down there. She was the one. Look at all the people there they used to try to go after Trump. Look at her. She went down there and lied, went to a black church, and they all supported her because she's black. She was wrong. She went down there and told a pack of lies. Now, if you watch it, keeping up with the court case, now it's all coming out. I'm not supporting you because you're black. You're wrong. I can't. Waylon, yeah, she definitely trouble. Tiffany Hearn, yeah. I need Fort Worth. How you doing, dear? I need to do a video on her. We've got to get that. Is racial idolatry. You're supporting someone just because of the skin color. You don't care if they're wrong. I don't operate that way. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You can call me what you want. Guess what? Newsflash. I'm a Generation Xer. Those words don't hurt me. I'm fine. Okay? Fort Worth, all this shoplifting and they say crime and stuff. Fort Worth, I watched several videos today. They're going in their Nike stores. They're going in the Walmarts, the Targets. They are just grabbing stuff and running out. But you don't say anything about that. I don't, no. Tahoe Tiffany, Ben. Ben gets it, yeah. But it's the pink elephant in the room. And if a white person says something about it, oh, they're racist. Oh, really? So what do you call me? Come on. These people need to do better. Fort Worth, I want to know if the White House conspired with Fannie and others to set this trap. Yes. Fort Worth gets it. That's what's going on. And Fort Worth, look how it's turning on them. All the people that were trying. See, the old people used to tell me, if you dig a ditch for me, you better dig too. So all these people that they were using, right, to try and get Trump and whoever else. Look at all the dirt. Look, all of us have done things wrong. So why are you going to come over here? You live in a glass house. You coming over here to my house and throwing stones. You don't need to do that. And again, how you doing, Margaret? And so all I'm saying, no snowflakes allowed on this channel. If you're weak-minded, you're in the wrong place. I'm a Generation Xer, honey, and we say what has to be said, and we don't sit here and say, oh, we're being bullied, oh, you hurt my feelings. Who gives a care? Told you. I watched Sanford and Son, All in the Family, all those old shows. You can't hurt my feelings. I sit there and I look at those shows and I laugh. Okay? So policy, Josh gets it. Don't vote for someone's skin color. No, that's what has got these people in Chicago, New York, some of these other sanctuary cities. Look at Baltimore. Baltimore's been liberal forever. Who the heck would live in Baltimore? Get out of here. Generation X, rock. Yes, Ben gets it. Generation X, after the World War II baby boomer generation. We're the best. Eric, yes. Yes, I'm going off, Eric, because I'm sick and tired of people being misled. Bob, thank you for the super chat, dear. And because my skin color looks like it does, I'm supposed to go along with it. And I'm not going along with the program. I'm not going along with the plan because it's not right. And Ben said Baltimore has crabs. Yes, they do. But I'm saying we need more people speaking out. But they're afraid. And guys, most of you know I teach high school. I have white coworkers. They're afraid to speak to some of the black students. They say something to them, and then they're afraid that the student's going to say that they're racist. Why can't you correct a student that's doing something wrong? Get out of here. That's nonsense. So again, these are the same students, right? They don't want to listen to the teachers. Then they get out here with the police and they still don't want to listen. And I'm supposed to cry and I'm supposed to march. I'm not. Go back and talk to the teachers. You'll get the truth, not these lies that have been contrived from the mainstream media. Yes, if you weren't here on Sunday, I did a video on the Trayvon Martin hoax. That was a hoax. The George Floyd hoax. With Trayvon Martin, they showed you this little innocent picture of him when he was younger. No, honey, you need to do the research and watch that documentary on the truth about the Trayvon Martin case. Everything you see in this media is lies. The George Floyd case, all of it lies. And I tell people, do we have people? Every person in every profession does something they shouldn't do. Yes, newsflash, we're human. That's what happens, right? But to sit up here, and I have the statistics. I'm an educator. I'm a big number. I don't teach math, but I am a big numbers person. Again, more white people are killed by police than black. You don't hear them say anything about it on the news. Why? Ask yourself why. Fort Worth. Let me see. Where are we? Peter, is it too late to fix the issue in the country now? I've seen 20 to 44 million have. Peter, it's not too late. But if Biden gets back in office, you can kiss this country good, but it's going to be over. It's going to be a wrap. And that's why I guess I'm so adamant. I keep doing videos to wake people up. JG, I remember in the 1990s, New York City, they would steal from the local bodegas. You would hope they call the NYPD, not the locals. Right. The broom was not for sweeping. Exactly. Pink lady. Yeah, pink lady. I'm saying, why can't you? There's a difference. There's right and there's wrong. And it shouldn't matter with someone's color. It should not. And so that's how I feel. Sweet tea. Trump is for the people and this country. Unlike the others, stand strong and stand up. Trump 2024. Lady Libra. If Trump or Biden gets it, it's a wrap. Okay, Lady Libra. Let's see. Those of you who are here, I'm so sorry if I missed your comments, but they're zooming by. They are zooming. And Eric says, I know where I stand, but in this day and age, I might be able to learn something here. Yeah, Eric. Because I keep up. I don't look at the news that on the television. I research. I go on. I have some channels here on YouTube that I watch, but I don't look at that crap. It's all lies. And there's a narrative that they're trying to, that they've created. And so if it's outside that narrative, you don't hear anything. That's why you have to dig deeper. Don't take it at face value. Ben Dover said crab cakes equal yummy. Corn with butter and Old Bay. Oh, that sounds good, Ben. Yes. SB said, did y'all vote today? I have not yet, SB. I've been working on this show, and I may do another show later this evening, so I've been kind of busy, but the polls are open until like 7:30, so I still have time. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, because again, the Black church is pivotal, because that's where the Democrats go. So if I lose some more subscribers because they don't like the narrative, well, all I can say is those are people that don't like the truth, because everything I tell you, Google it, look it up. It's not made up. And yes, it's one-sided, but I've explained why it's one-sided. The Democrats have not gone door to door. I mean, the Republicans have not gone door to door pandering. The Republicans have not gone to the Black church, paying out, giving a little money under the table to the ministers so that all the people will vote for Republican candidates. So if you look at what has happened since Johnson made that statement, and we all know what he said. I've mentioned it several times on my videos after he signed the act. And he said he'll have us voting for the next 200 years. Well, it's been 60 plus, time for a change. And like I said, a lot of people are voting the couch. I told you when this election is all right, Fort Worth. When this election is over, I made live stream. I want all of you to come on here and say, "Wow, you were right." Well, not I was right. The polls were right. I'm just going on what, not just polls. I'm researching. I'm doing a lot of reading. So the information I've gathered, you guys are going to see something. And I told you this has never happened in my lifetime. SB, this primary is so important. Yes, Financial assassinus. South Carolina here can't vote anywhere else except maybe online in California. If I identify as a Cali resident, maybe. Yes. Peter, how would a conservative black church look if Trump came and spoke? Personally, I'm against using God's pulpit, for anything. But Peter, the Democrats have been using it for years. And then Slobber down there in South Carolina, he has a fish fry. Newsflash, I don't care for fish, but if I did, I could buy my own food. I really don't need that. Throgs, in the Bronx, New York City has a Republican council member. The community was tired. Yes, last time was 50 years. JG gets it. You're starting to see change now. People are sick and tired and fed up. Okay? Lady Lieber gets it. If you don't vote, shut up. Don't complain. Now, Lady Lieber, you've been here. A lot of people said they're voting. A lot of Black Americans said they're voting the couch. But historically, check the numbers. When Black Americans stay home, that benefits the Republicans. So, either depending on which side of the aisle that you're on, okay, that's good or that's bad. Salad Grill, okay, Trump Carson, okay. Bend over, Democrat, 3 solid Ks, okay. Ben, go back and watch my video. Was it last Sunday before last? I shared the video, the inconvenient truth about the Democratic Party. And most people don't have a clue. And let me show you, I have to keep doing this. Thomas Sowell is a national treasure that most people know nothing about. This is one of his books I'm reading. I have another one here. If more people would read instead of listening to the lamestream media, here's another one. Okay. Judy says, thank you for staying true to yourself and to it's helpful to hear reason and truth. No, we don't need any more propaganda. We have enough of that. Eric Wall, Trump hasn't announced his VP pick yet. I myself hope it's Ben Carson. Dude is highly intelligent. He is very intelligent. Yes, he is. We have a generation. Peter gets it. We have a whole generation that won't read. Peter, I've been an educator for 26 years in the state of North Carolina. I have students that will take a 0 on an assignment that requires them to read. They're like, I don't read. Oh, really? Okay. They just take a 0. So, Ruby, the Black church and their unholy alliance to the Democratic Party is unreal. Exactly. Ruby gets it. And that's a major issue for me. And I'm not going anywhere that's telling me how to vote. I'm not, because I'm an independent thinker, and you're not going to tell me how to vote. You're not. Financial sassiness. Another good reason is Clarence Thomas, my grandfather's. Oh, okay. I haven't read that yet. Clarence Thomas, my grandfather's son. Yeah, and I want to read. What's her face? I'll think of it in a minute. Dixiecrats. Okay, Sally gets it. Sweet tea, every American needs to embrace being an American and lose the victim mentality. Right. Lose that. That's another excuse to fail. Ruby, sadly, whoever Trump picks as a VP, can you count the political career is done after those 4 years? Okay, Eric. If it's Carson, that's a great pick. Okay. Yeah, he is pretty good. Yes, Eric, we have to vote. Yeah. Ben, how many can read and write cursive anymore? Ben, 0. How will they read our founding document? Ben, they won't be able to read, and they would not be willing to read. I have to call parents because students, when their grade gets so low, we're required to call. And the parents want to know why they're failing, why they have zeros. They won't do the work. I just don't get it. Fort Worth, our education system in this country is ineffective. Fort Worth, the public schools of America have been failing for 40 plus years. Why? Because of all the inclusion and diversity and all that other crap. DEI, you know what I'm talking about. Don't know how to fix it, but failure seems to have been accepted. Fort Worth, the way you fix it, school vouchers, charter schools. Right now, Keep it real. The public schools have a monopoly over education. It's required at least until you're 16. Okay? And the Democrats are against the vouching system. They're against the charter school. You guys may not know this. I do. When a child leaves a public school, that money follows them. They go to a charter school, the money follows them. Okay? If they go to a school of choice, that money follows them. That's money that the public school loses. So it's not so much that they care about the students. They don't want to lose that money. It's all about money, folks. Follow the money trail. Sweet tea, black, white, brown, yellow, green. We are coming for Trump, saving America. Okay. Oh, I know what that FGB means. Sweet tea, I love it. Eric, and at that point, parents, it's on you. Yeah. We sometimes see parents, they come up to the school and act crazy, and then we're like, well, okay, we understand why the students, parenting is it's just over with. JG, that's right, charter schools. I was in the talented and gifted program. I can't say enough good things about that. And the charter school, yeah, and the Democrats are adamantly against that. They want you to stay in those failing public schools. How do you expect people to rise from poverty and they're in a failing school? That's ridiculous. But you think they're really there for you. They have their check, right? These people you're putting in office, they're not living in the hood with you and Ray and Pookie. They're living in beautiful $1 million homes because they're all bought and paid for. And look at where you are. I come see you 5-10 years, you're in the same place, same rut. No. Fort Worth. I support school of choice. I know that Dems say it hurts lower income families first because they can't afford to get their kids to a school of choice location. In Fort Worth, that's a lie as well. They the school of choice, they give vouchers to low income. But the Dems don't say that. So it's not even always about income, though. They give vouchers to people who can't afford them. They want to keep them in those failing public schools, right? So they can put their thumb on them. Judy, teaching certification owned by elites also. Yeah. Judy, you weren't here on Sunday. Education is not about the students. If anyone tells you that, they're telling you a bald-faced lie. It's not. It's about everything but the students. Sweet tea. Trump in office won't just save America, but will help the rest of the world and also help stop wars and prevent some wars that are on the verge of breaking out. Yeah, we're having some close incidences, folks. It's getting a little rough. If you're a taxpaying citizen, can't complain. You can complain all you want. Yeah, that's what angers me, us taxpayers, right? You're taking our tax money, doing with it what you want to. And again, take my money and help American citizens. Okay, that's all I'm saying. First, help home first. And that's the problem. They're not. Democrats do for everyone but Americans. Everyone. JG, they fund the schools based on student count. At least in New York City, they care about the money. JG here in North Carolina, same thing. Each student brings with them money. When a student leaves a school, that money follows them. It doesn't stay at the school. It's about money. And we know in the North, the teachers' unions, they run everything. It's not about the students there either. How you doing, too, Waldy? Migrants are here to vote Democrat. Yeah, it's a whole new voting block. Whole new voting block. And those of you who haven't seen my prior videos, like the 3, 4, 5-star hotels in New York, they're being paid $1 million a month. Where do you think that money's coming from? Okay. Fort Worth, Texas tried to pass school of choice last year and it failed, but I'm hoping that it will pass this year so Texas can become the education experiment for the country. Fort Worth, Texas, the problem with Texas is all these people are abandoning the state of California and trying to flip it blue. That's the issue with Texas. All the people are fleeing California in droves. And we know they're liberal for the most part. Sweet tea, okay? Ruby, teachers unions have politicians on lock. Most definitely. Here in North Carolina, we don't have unions. JG, the cloud pivot strategy being used. JG, I mentioned that in my video. I think I dropped a link for that in Sunday's video. You can't hear it, place? Okay. Lady Lieber, I can't sit here and hear how great Trump is when he tried to overturn our government. Okay. All right. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Go back and once I end this video, I'll drop the link to this video so you can check it out. About this guy that's Maxine Waters' nephew. And he's telling people, no, don't vote for the Democrats. Peter, show me one black, poor, oppressed politician. They want us to believe in oppression. Peter, when you find that person, show them to me. That again, all the poor people that they claim they represent, they're not living there with them. They're doing very well. They're bought and paid for. How do you align with them? It's a trick. It's a ruse. It's gaslighting. Psychological manipulation. JT, for anyone having audio issues, try exiting and coming back. It happened quite a bit to me today. Thank you, JG. All right. So I will let you guys go. How you doing, Laura? Hope everyone opens up their eyes and votes Republican. What's there to lose? Okay. Well, we know if Joe Biden gets back in there, everything's going to be lost. We know that for a fact. We're almost at that point now. And again, I don't have time to do all the videos I need to do. Look at the crime. Oh my God. Well, what did you expect? Bringing all these people in here, undocumented, unvetted. Fort Worth, the teachers union's actions during COVID was criminal, right? He didn't, lady. And if I pay attention, they're already doing shenanigans at election poll. Yeah, that's what they do. Peter, have a blessed day. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go. If I have time, I really want to get on and talk to you guys about what happened in Lakewood. Okay, the Lakewood incident. There we go. And again, Lakewood is a suburb of Denver, Sanctuary City. So those of you thinking, oh, it's not going to affect me, it's coming to a city near you. So we better stand up, all Americans, regardless of color, and say, hey, we're not taking this crap anymore. Also, I advocate people who live in these sanctuary cities to sue the government. Sue them. Class action lawsuit. I advocate that. Sue them. Look at what they're doing with your tax money, right? Class is called, can we say, class action lawsuit, boys and girls. How you doing, Place? Some new subscriber. Thank you so much. Don't take that laying down, right? Class action lawsuit. You're going to take that and spend my money on that. How about I want my money back? Right? Right. Yes. Right. Fight the good fight. I don't mind you spending my tax money to help Americans, but I do have a major issue when you're helping people who aren't even citizens, who broke the law to come over here. But of course, law breaking is fine with the Democrats. I told you what Sharpton and Crump said a couple of weeks ago. Well, maybe if we change the way laws are, we have too many laws and we need to change some of these things shouldn't be considered a crime. Oh, really? Get out of here. Go look at where Sharpton lives. Go look at where Crump lives. Do you think they're living around there with Pookie and Ray Ray? They're not. Why are you listening to these people? Why are you listening to these people saying defund the police? Why are you listening to Black Lives Matter when their founders are living in $1 million mansions and you're still living in a high poverty, high crime neighborhood? Why? Why would you listen to LeBron James telling you to defund the police when he doesn't use the police? He uses a private security force. Why would you listen to these people? Puppets. No. Stop the invasion. Yes, Carmel, it needs to stop. Ruby, 156 people watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Yes, get the word out. Thank you so much, Ruby. Yes, Lady Lieber, we do need change. I advocate change. And again, since this migrant crisis started, I just became angry and more angry And I word up. Okay, Margaret. Yes. From the 80s. That was a song too. Okay. And angrier is where I'm at now. But as I see what's happening, as I see disabled veterans out homeless, they can't get anything. As I see American citizens, I shared a video, Bostonian living right there in Boston, working 40 hours a week, homeless, won't help him, and they're bringing all these people in, giving them housing, free health care, free food, free everything. Yeah. How you doing? Financial Sassiness said what they did to the laws is they overcomplicated them by rules. Exactly. Judy, yes, wrote the law to come here. The best indication of future behavior. Judy, go and check out my prior videos, and I don't have time to show you. The gang members are forming alliances. They're robbing. You guys know about the college student that was killed. And this is just what we know about. They're not telling us everything, guys. Some of it's slipping out. And they won't tell us about the disease outbreaks in some of these camps because these people don't have vaccinations. They're not telling you jack. But during the pandemic, oh my God, you have to wear a mask. Everyone, you need a jab. You need the jab. During the pandemic, you know I can't say the C word because YouTube bans it. The pandemic. Oh, you have to wear a mask. You have to get the jab. Millions of people came across the border. They're not wearing masks. They're not vaccinated. What happened to all of the pandemic protocol? That's what I thought. Right. Oh my goodness. Ken says, I live in Boston and the writing has been on the wall for you. Right. Very ultra liberal. Right. JG, the migration facility in Panama was burned and the computer servers destroyed. Did you see all this? I heard about that. Yeah. Yes, Peter. I'm doing a video on the Lakewood residents. They had a town hall meeting and they said, we're not standing for this. They tried to tell them lies. They told them, oh, we're going to have this facility for Denver homeless people. They're not stupid. They know why they were opening that facility. Yeah, they were bringing in, they may let a couple of people in just to keep people placated. No, you had, Denver had, they're a sanctuary city. They had too many people. They had nowhere else to place them. So in closed door meetings, they're like, well, you know, this little suburb right here. Those people don't want that crime. I told you what's happening in New York. They're defecating in cups and leaving it on people's front door. They're robbing, they're stealing, stabbing, attacking police. Get out of here. Ruby, BLM equals by large mansions. Right. Black Lives Matter. Exactly. Which was created for the alphabet mafia, the LGBTQ, all of that. Had nothing to do with Black lives. But it was really a money laundering operation. You never see them in Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Chicago. But Black Lives Matter. Okay. You have to get up a little earlier in the morning to fool me with that one. Black Lives Matter is a Marxist organization, people. It has nothing to do with Black lives. It was about the alphabet mafia, and I can't say too much about that. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. When I say alphabet mafia, you know what I'm talking about. I'll type it in the chat section if you don't. I don't. If I get all the letters, you'll figure it out. Okay, that's what it's about. That's why they're trying to push all this crap off on the kids in the schools. Right? Yeah, Darren, the veil has been lifted. That's what I said. I call this year 2024 is the year of the awakening. And I firmly believe, those of you just coming in, God is using, in every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. I could be wrong, but I feel God is using this illegal immigration crisis to wake people up. Now tell me that's not happening. Tell me that's not happening. It is. Discernment 2024. Yes. Yes. And I love it. Full-time jobs and can't afford the housing price. Right. But why can't you help Americans who are homeless? I have a major problem with that. So I don't listen to a Marxist organization. I don't listen to the DEMONCRATS and their lies. I don't. I'm an independent thinker. I do research when I'm told something. And everything we see in the media is a lie. Go back when I get time. I'll do a video on the George Floyd lie, hoax. Everything we see is a lie. If it doesn't fit that narrative, you won't hear about it. But everything is discrimination, systemic discrimination, systemic race. Get out of here. Those of you just coming in, racism is just an excuse to fail. That's all it is. Point blank. Sorry if I've missed your chats. They're zooming. Matt says don't know you, but like what you're saying. So what's up? Thank you thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, I'm just giving facts here. So many immigrants that came and did things by law are quite upset too. Yeah, JG. I have a lot of people leaving me comments that tell me, I was an immigrant. I came here legally. They're upset too. Exactly. Peter, if you're willing, you'll get strapped. Peter, I live in North Carolina and we're all packing down here, so we're good. Yeah. If you live in New York, sucks to be you, because New York has some very strict gun laws where the criminals have the guns, but the residents are not allowed. Yeah. Ruby, it is a full-on invasion at the north and south border. They're sneaking in through Canada. Now, Ruby, I heard about that the other day. Yeah. How you doing, Crispy? Trump 2024, beautiful message, same team. Right. Okay. And so that's all I wanted to share with you guys. If you're here, make sure you hit that little thumb for me. I may try to come on one more time today. If you like this content, share this content on your various forms of social media. If I get a little wild sometimes, I get a little angry. Bye, bro. Okay, bye, James. I see what you said. But I'm just, I guess I'm, what word should I use? I don't want to say that I'm disgruntled. I just don't like what's going on in the country. And sometimes you feel powerless to change, and you don't like what you're seeing. And I feel now all I have is this platform right now. But we're gonna see something in November. You watch. Agent Orange, how you doing? Army. Hey, I love the Army and the Marine Corps. And I'm right here at Pope Air Force Base. I love every branch of the military. I have family that's in the military. Okay, my dad was a Korean War veteran, so hey, I love it. JG, I'm fired up. Oh yeah. Right, James. James is giving me some more words. Right. If you're as fired up as I am, put those fire emojis in that comment section. We got to take this country back. We got to get this word out and let these people know. We're going to get these people in November. We're going to get Biden out of office. And we're going to get these buses rolling. We're going to pack these people up on these buses, and they're going back down there to the border. Whatever country you came from, goodbye. Nice to see you. Wouldn't want to be you. You've got to go. The freeloading is over. Taxpayers are not going to stand for this, and we're tired of it. Okay? Brandon, how you doing? What's worse? Having ants in your pants and your uncle, right? And so that's what I'm saying, guys. Thursday, Fort Worth, I don't look at the State of the Union. Jim Crow Joe can't even string together. He can't string together two sentences. I'm not looking at that crap. He doesn't know who he is or where he is. It's elder abuse at this point. Get him some help. Come on. What does a painter and a Rubik's Cube have in common? They get harder the more you play with them. I love it. Yes. And I still have a Rubik's Cube somewhere. You must be a Generation X. I love it. I'm fired up and will not be trampled on. Yes. Migrant issue is backfiring on the, yes, too wildy. That's from God. To wake people up, they've been asleep too long. And if you're a taxpayer like me, I'm sick and I'm tired of money going to people who aren't even citizens. I have to pay for my health care, my mortgage. I don't have any help with that. I have to pay for my food. Why do non-Americans get a free ride? I don't get it. Brandon, what's the difference of an orphan and an apple tree? The apple gets picked. Brandon, you better subscribe to this channel. I need you back here. You're making me laugh. And my anger is quickly subsiding because you're giving me laughter, and I love it. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Yeah. Crispy, identify as an illegal immigrant, maybe. Crispy, I got an idea. Let's all of us go down to the border and come through, and then go to one of these 3, 4, or 5-star hotels in New York, and then we'll have housing and food and free medical care. What do you think about that? Brandon, the woman said I should be more sensitive like her, so I wrecked the car and didn't talk to her all day. Brandon, you better come back to this channel. You're giving me some much needed laughter in my life. Sean, 18 or 20 million invaders. Oh yeah, and they're finding a lot of Chinese nationals. What's that all about? Where are we? Did Obama really buy a pair of Trump's golden sneakers? Who knows? Yeah, they're going to get the Obamas and Clinton too, probably back out on the trail to try to hoodwink people, but their time is quickly coming to a close. No bed bugs, okay? Agent Orange, looks like I have 9 million deductions on my taxes this year. Oh my God, Agent Orange, yeah, we need to put them on our taxes. That's a good idea. Oh my God. Brandon, my woman went to the doctor and said every time I talk to my man, he's angry. The doc said, swish water in your mouth until he calms down. She went back and said it worked. Perfect. Yeah, I heard that the old bag. I heard the Chinese nationals are buying up a lot of farmland. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm still trying to learn about that. JG, I found 15 dependents at Home Depot on sale. Love it. Oh my God, you guys are great. If I have time, I will try to come back on because I really need to tell you guys about what happened in Lakewood. So I may see you this evening for a short period of time. So let me know. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to end this live stream and share this out. Let a friend, neighbor, or a foe know where they can come to get the truth about what's going on in this country, whether they want to hear it or not. I'll let you go so we can all go do what we need to do. Oh, thank you so much, Darren. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Crispy. And so, yeah, I may come back on. I told you I'm really angry with what is going on in Lakewood. But I give it to those people, those homeowners, those property owners. They stood up and they're like, we're not going to take it. We know what you're trying to do. That's what we have to do, folks. Fight back. Don't let them screw us over like that. Goodbye, JG. Okay. Thank you so much. You're the best. Love you too. And so, folks, I'm going to go now. I am going to try to come back on for a short period of time to tell you about Lakewood. Thank you. That's right, James. Steve, my dad. Okay. But all my students are military students. Their parents are either in on Fort Liberty or Pope Air Force Base. So yeah. So I support our military. Yeah. And they do a lot for our school. So yeah. All right, so I will finish answering some of your comments once I end in the live stream comment section. Once I end the stream, thank you so much. I love you all, and remember, thank you for joining the Rose Reviews YouTube channel. And I'll see you maybe a couple hours, 2-3 hours. I'll be back. Thank you.